like a pro, like a pro. Yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Making profit like a pro,
like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, stacking that money from the trades,
Ay, we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid. Stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Jay Wayne, you know, representing Team Take Profits. Welcome to another video, and I'm gonna get right to this one because I got a lot of information to cover, a lot of different moving parts I want to show you. So we're gonna get right into it. But don't forget, guys, my mission is to help you become a profitable trader so you can get your time freedom back and start empowering people around you. That is my mission. That's why I make each and every video. And I always want to keep that in mind. And I often tell you guys that so you can understand my heart behind these videos. All right, I know you guys feel it, but I want even the new people that hop onto these videos to know what my mission is. It's not to get no money. It's not to do any of that. It's to help you guys become profitable and change your lives, because nobody teaching this to us when we was in school or college or anything. They barely even talk about it in business class, Forex market. So I'm gonna help you guys master this, and we're gonna get right into this GBP pair. All right, I took a couple trades on GBP USD, GBP AUD, I believe it was, and I'm gonna show you the mindset behind it. This video is a little late because I took the trade, I believe, on Monday, but nonetheless, the information is quality. My mindset behind it is powerful, and I'm gonna show you guys. Let's get into it. I don't rush into the market on Mondays unless I see a good trade set up, and I want to let the market form, you feel me? So it's Monday, and I wake up around 12 a.m., start looking at the chart, start scanning, trying to find good trade setups, profitable trade setups, and I head over to GBP USD. That's like the first one I look at because it has amazing spreads, right? And right here on the screen, what do you see? All right, what do you see here on the screen? I want you just to take a look at this. It's two things I see. All right, it's something that we can take advantage of right now, and it's also something we can take advantage of in the future. So the first thing I see here is this downtrend. Well, the trend line has already broken. All right, so we could put it from here to here, and let's make that solid. Now, okay, boom, right about up in there. All right, that trend line has been broken. That play is over. All right, so now what? So the next thing we want to look at is this low to this high move, because we can potentially get back in on a pullback. Okay, we can get back in on a pullback to ride it up, but also if you want to scout on as price comes down, let me show you how to do this. This is a tip, a Fibonacci tip, okay? And I'm gonna show you combined with the pivot points, how you can safely take this, okay, and know where the momentum is gonna kick in at. Okay, so let me just show you. So let's open this up a little bit. And let's go from this low point, because we already got this low point, and we're going to go to this high point, this wick here, okay? So from this low point to this high point right here. Okay, let's stretch it out so you can see it. Open it up a little bit, and let's really focus in on this area now, because this is where the scalp came in at. This is where the money came in at. So let's focus here. All right, so the Fibonacci rule is this. When price break the 23.6, the 23.6, when price break that green line right there on the Fibonacci scale, especially when it's at a structure level, and if you look left, you see a supply zone right here. Okay, so here we go. So from the 23.6 to the 38.2 is momentum. Okay, from the 23.6 to the 38.2 is where, if you want to take a sell, if you want to get into this scalping opportunity, you guys want to know how I time my entries and how I ride the momentum, this is the time to get it. Okay, this is the time, because you can see it's rejecting at that supply zone over here on the left side. It's already rejecting. I don't get in there. That's a little too aggressive for me. Like I said in my other video, my lot sizes are a little bit more aggressive, but my approach, my entries are more conservative, excuse me. So this, I wait for this to print out so I can see, okay, is there any rejection? Now, once we blow past the 23.6, the Fibonacci is now valid. So I always draw up my fib zones right here. Let's make that yellow here, golden zone. Boom. All right, so now that's my golden zone level. Now from the 23.6 to the 38.2, I have momentum. I have a good chance of winning this trade, scalping, of course, from the 23.6 to the 38.2 level. If you want a little more confirmation, then pull out the pivot points like I did. So I pulled out the pivot points. And you can see, this is not a coincidence. Can you see that little pivot point? Let me zoom in for you. Do you see that little pivot point right there sitting right at the 23.6? That's what you want. These are the things that I wait for. Okay? And that's how I just keep compounding my account. All right? Because I patiently wait for these type of setups. Whether I'm scalping, whether I'm day trading, holding. I really hold these days because I built my account up so I can scalp and day trade and make a lot of money doing that. So I don't really have to hold trades a long time. But there you go. So now you broke below the pivot point, right? You broke below the pivot point, and that's what happened. And it's coming back up, testing the pivot point. Okay, so I'm getting in right at a good spot. So if it goes against me, I can cut my losses short. I'm at a very beautiful spot in the market around these fibs and pivot points that where if I do get into drawdown or if I do lose, I know exactly where I'm at. I'm comfortable with taking that loss because it's very minimal. Okay, so we're going, the loss will be at the 12.40, all right, percent level. 12.4% level, okay? That's where the loss would be. So this is, like I say, this is scalping. It's a one-to-one trade, one-to-one risk to reward. If you pull out a short tool, it will look like this. Boom. Boom. So there you go. So that's what it would look like. And people would say, well, why don't you just hold it down to the golden zone? Because after the 38.2, that to the golden zone, that's a no trade zone. Okay, at that point, it's extended because it's coming from that high peak up here. It's coming from that high peak all the way down to the 38.2. That's pretty much extended. Pretty much is over. Pretty much will be oversold, and it's basically just gonna whipsaw you to death. You know, a lot of times that's what it do. Just back and forth, back and forth. That's a no trade zone. From the 38.2 to the 50% is a no trade zone. So from the 23.6 to the 38.2, mixed in with structure, that's why you got a pivot point there because the structure there, right? I'm taking that. Here on the screen to the left, you can see my entry point right here. Now let me just show you. I just capitalized on it. Quick scalping in and out. Scalping is in and out, in and out, in and out. Grabbing, you know, a few pips here, get out. And my profits are bigger because my account is bigger, but it does not matter. I want you, don't worry about the money. Worry about the process. Get the knowledge. And if you can make $10, you can make 100. If you can make 100, you can make 1,000. Okay? So it all depends on your capital. So there's my entry. You can see the trade rolling and everything. And now look at the screen. Okay? Look at this. Boom. That's the momentum I'm talking about. Let's go down to the 30-minute chart. Let's see what happened on this 30-minute chart. You can see how this thing formed and developed. And we can delete the Fibonacci. Now, well, let's delete the short tool. Entry was at the, my entry for this trade was 37692. You can see it on the profits over there on the side. 37692. was my entry. Just showing you some light profits on how I did on this trade and my thought process behind it. All right, team. So now right into GBP AUD. The first thing I see, I'm on this 15-minute chart. I'm doing top-down analysis on the hour and all that good old stuff. But what you see here, you still see on the hour chart. So that's the first thing you want to mark up. You definitely don't want to miss that, because if it breaks that trend line, we out of there. Okay, and just a spoiler alert, it did break the trend line and it was out of there. Okay, so you could just go into the chart and see that for yourself. But let me just show you the scalp timing. It's almost becoming like an art form to me. It's really like an art form, how I mark up everything and how I perfectly place my trend lines right where price, retests at in the future, and where, what I mean? It's just, it becomes an art form. I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm an artistic kind of guy, and I just, in my mind, I made it that way for me. So here, it was more so pivot points than anything. Now I see price underneath this 50 moving average, just kind of playing around, consolidating in this area right here. But then it breaks down lower beneath this 50 moving average. Now I do see this big uptrend. I'm not oblivious to this. So anything I do scalp, I'm looking at structure to the left to know when to get out. And I use the pivot points as well. So let's pull up the pivots and let me just kind of walk you through this trade that I took. So now what we got here is I see price respecting this pivot point right here. Let me put a line there so you can see it. Boom, this pivot point right here. Price is respecting that all over the place. Even way back here. Okay, even right here respected. Right here, little wick came down. Respect. It's still respecting in this area as well. So let me delete that. I see price wicks out multiple times right at this level. And I also see a pivot point right here. Okay, I'm not telling you something that I would do in hindsight. I actually took this trade. So, and I'm just showing you how I did it, because it happens over and over and over. And I want you guys to capitalize on this as well when you see it. So we're underneath the 50, respecting the pivot. I would like for price to come back up here, show another level of rejection. It already did. And I basically got in right up in here now. So now it started dropping. Boom. So now my entry, if you look at the profit screen on the side, just showing you some quick little profits I made off of this scalping, is 80571. Okay, 80571. So it was up here somewhere. So let me show you what that looked like. So my entry for this one was right up in here, 80571. Boom. And I took that thing down. And you can see what happened there. And it basically just came back down and hit at this pivot point. My pivot point settings, for those that may want to know, is basically standard. Go to inputs, classic, daily, and 3. You can screenshot that. And also, I ain't forgot, guys, you might want my Fibonacci settings as well. So here's my Fibonacci settings. And I'll let you screenshot that as well. I ain't forgot about you. I know I was going to get a bunch of comments saying, hey, Jay, what's your Fibonacci settings? So here you go. Right here on the screen. And it looks like this. And these are the numbers. So, like I said, because this was an uptrend, if you went to the higher time frame, you should know where to get out at. And I played it safe. I didn't wait all the way down to this pivot point. I scalped it. It came down a little bit for me. Got some nice profits out of this and took profit, man. I ain't greedy. I'm in and out. You never even knew I was even there. You feel me? So I just keep waiting for these type of setups. I always take momentum trades. All of my best trades are from like these momentum type of trades. And I just know my spot in the market where I like to get in at. I hope it laced you up. I hope it, gave you some insight on how I look at Fibonacci's on the lower time frames. I usually show you on an hour to 4 hour. Today I showed you on the lower time frames my methods behind it, and coupling together with structure and pivot points. And you just want to find the momentum in the market. All right, so I hope this video laced you up. I'm sure it did, guys. I'm sure it did. Do you like, comment below, do you like Fibonacci? Do you like pivot points? Have you ever coupled them together? Because when you do, cha-ching, you already know. Guys, if you want golden Forex nuggets like this every day, follow me on Instagram, okay? J Take Profits. Follow me on Instagram. All my links is in the description below. I'm not on Telegram. I'm not on WhatsApp. Report those scammers, please, all right? If you are having problems with entering trades, you know, you have a fear to enter trades, I got a video right over there. That video is going to help you. I promise you. Check that video out. So you can overcome that fear that is bothering you and ailing you from making this money in the Forex market. Click that video right over there. I know it's going to help you and lace you up. All right. Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe, and let's make this money, baby. Peace.